say no, then I fall back. She say yes, 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 bro. She gon' be screaming out yes, bro. All the niggas with me, look, ain't gonna chop on the dresser.
Hey.
She gon' be Mack, simmy. All that nigga need was some pressure. And they made diamonds. Nigga shine. They ain't even mention the diamonds. Niggas tryna see me in rhyme. Came right through from the bottom. Bitch was so hungry eating rhyme.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. It's your host with the most, DJ Chedda Chaz, the Draws Podcast very own. We're doing something different, you know what I mean? It's a Draws Podcast exclusive. We got Mack, simmy in the building, Metal Sims.
What's up?
How you feeling, man? What's the vibe like right now?
Feeling good.
You 1,000?
Always, man.
That's what I like to hear, man. You got me out Reddit right now, man.
Right.
It's different.
It's different. Shout out Chedda Chaz and the June podcast. My first time I'm studying. I don't know.
You good?
Rocking
You
with right
know
now.
what I mean? Them L's is in rotation, so you know what I mean? We chilling right now.
But we just chilling. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know. Glad you got, you know, you want to slide on me and just, you know, see where I'm coming from. See, you know, coming to check me.
You know what I mean? They call you Mr. 610, right?
I mean, that's what you call it.
I had to pull out one time, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you call it, man. I don't know. I mean, what they, you know, they call me Mack, simmy, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, I've been, you know, around the 610 from starting off in Pottstown, you know, growing up in Norristown. Coming out here in Reading, you know, just making music, doing what I'm doing. At the same time, like, you know, shoot, man.
Yeah.
I just love doing music, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, it's just like, it's bigger than the 610 at the end of the day. It's about, you know, getting to the top, about putting, man, it's about Pennsylvania, about the church, it's about it all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need some light on this
it's
area.
about the world, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? It gets to a point, like, I feel like when you're an upcoming artist, like, you're trying to get your area loved so much that you just start to focus on nothing but your area. Like, you know what I mean? And
Definitely.
a lot of artists don't expand and stuff like that. Like, so you being like a large artist from the 610 and stuff like that, like, how do you go about like expanding your range and like expanding like your fan base and stuff like that?
I mean, how I do it is like, you know, I just be myself, you know? Like, I feel like I always been myself. I always felt like I always been that type of person that, you know, just be a leader, you know what I'm saying? And just showcase what I'm doing in order for people to see, you know what I'm saying, like the vision, you feel me? So, you know, it's just like every place, no matter where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always, you know, just feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like,
you solidified. That's what I like to hear. You 10 toes the fuck down.
Right.
Hey, so now, like, when you think of Mack, simmy right now, you got like the whole BOE clique, like, you know what I mean? You got the 610 behind you, you know what I mean? Now, like, what is that entitled? Like, who's BOE? And like, what part of the 610 are you from?
I mean, like BOE, you know, ultimately, man, it's, you know, it's just a group of guys, you know, a lot of fellas I grew up with for the most part, but definitely some, you know, some solid people we met throughout the days, you know. We just all working, man, but more so it's just like, yo, man, we just a team, man. And where we're from, it's just like, yo, Pottstown, Norristown, Reading, like niggas from all over, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of it, so it depends on what aspect, you know what I'm saying? But definitely with the music, you know, we got a couple artists and shit. Myself, Bill Johnson, Kid Atari, you know, and we all, like, they're in the studio every day working, like literally, they're in there every day working. And, you know, it's not like, you know, I'm working too. Got a lot of shit in the cut. Shit that I just been building on over the years, in general. So when I was releasing projects, I was still creating other things just for, you know, other times and stuff. So you know, definitely shout out to, you know, to BOE. Shout out to my guy. We're a big part of just me moving, you know, just doing the things that I've done. You know,
so like, when we think of Mack, simmy, like, it's a lot of things we think of Mack, simmy. We think of like Stay 1000, Summertime Simmy, No Stops. What's on the roster right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we getting a Summertime Simmy 4, a No Stops 3? Like, what's going on?
So, like, I'm definitely getting a Summertime Simmy 4. We got my boy Branford Beats, Fuego Alatin, 610 Problem. Shout out Stacks Beats, Cousin Vinny, Reed.
Okay.
Like, these dudes is from, like I said, from Reading, Norristown, Pottstown, like, definitely working with these producers, cooking this music up. I think at this point, all I need is just some, it's just a mixtape cover, you know what I'm saying? Summertime Simmy 4, you know, it's ready. And I'm still on, you know, just in the lab, just cook some shit up. At the end of the day, still, you know, just making a lot of current. But at the same time, it's probably not gonna be that much songs, so I'm just choosing from things. I'm definitely trying to, just get this podcast in motion. I feel like, just in general, it's going to be called No Stop 7. So it's just like, I'm just trying to have people that are chasing their dreams, setting their goals, and just like, no matter what, like, you're going at them. Just come on here and vibe out with me, tell me your story, tell me things you're going through, and just for people to also relate and just just have some discussion just about grind and mentality and just trying to make a better day.
You get a date on that? We got a podcast coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, I've been cooking.
So we trying to get versatile.
I've been announcing this since about like December, maybe like the end of last year, maybe even earlier. At the end of last year, what I've really been doing is doing my research though. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to just hop in it. Just the same thing with music, everything. It's just like, I used to put out, everybody, like, not everybody know, but people that know me, I used to put out songs every week.
All
like, you know
time,
what I'm saying? I would be performing every week, sometimes doing multiple shows in one weekend, let alone a night. And when I was doing that, it's just like, people was respecting me because you're moving. Lately, I've just been, seeing it from a different aspect. I did all of that, but it's like, in reality, how much money did I make? Or do people really know me, outside of here and shit like that. So it's like, now let's talk about marketing, let's talk about budgeting, let's talk about how we're going to be able to create this type of shit. And a lot of that, man, you gotta have the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So I just been doing research, you know what I'm saying? I don't have like a manager, I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's me and my team, like, we're just doing the back work for it, I used to been, a couple people on my team, they just say, man, chopping all these songs, like, it ain't, like, what's it really doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, people know you at the events, you at the shows, people singing along, and that's dope on a local scale, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, so same thing with the podcast, like, that's something I really want to do, so I just feel like I'm, just doing research and the time right for everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't no rush, you feel what I'm saying? But, definitely gotta get to it.
Now, you said you got, like, when you be performing, like, you got the people singing your songs and shit like that. Like, how is that? Like, you in your own city, and you got your city behind you, backing you, rapping and shit hard. Like, how is that?
I just feel like, of course, you know what I'm saying? That was just, in a way, it's definitely a dream come true.
Because I'm not a rapper, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go on no stage and niggas going to be, like, reciting or interview, like, Chaz, I fuck with you, that shit hot. No, sit your dumb ass down. Calm down, stay in your lane.
Real shit. And I feel like, with me, when I was, when I first started making music, I never expected even things to be like that. But at the same time, that shit's love, you know what I'm saying? That's the only word I could put on it, it's just love. And I realized, I thought it was just in one place, but it's like, no, when we go places, it'd be the same shit.
Yeah, like, cause it's crazy, like, cause like, like us, like, we throw events and stuff like that, like, and when we bring you out, like, you one of the names, like, people bring up all the time, like, y'all gotta throw a show, y'all gotta make sure Simmy there, like, you take the show down, like, people, like, they might not know your song when you first come out, but by the time you done, they rapping that joint like they've been listening to that joint the whole year.
And that's just because, like, the music I make, people, when you see me perform, of course you're gonna see the hype me. You're gonna see me performing. You're gonna see me really trying to put myself out there. Like, I want to stand out from the guy that, went before me or after me or no matter who they are. So it's like, I want to stand out, you know what I'm saying? I want to get to a point where I'm doing my own concerts, and I feel like once I get to that level, now I can rap my bars and my flows and really bring them with me on a journey type of thing. But I like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to turn up. So I'm going to perform that song. On top of that, I create so much music. I got music that I know it's going to get stuck in your head. Like, so why not perform it? You know what I'm saying? Why am I going to go to your show? I'm going to spit some bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can let niggas know I'm hot, you know, like, I'm hot.
And you do that too, though. Like, you know what I mean?
I definitely do, but it just, depends on the atmosphere, depends on the events, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drake Carter. I've been to several of y'all events, you know what I'm saying? I just, me and Chad, we've been building for a minute, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of things. I got a lot of vocals on a lot of things around here, man. I'm around, yo. It's a lot of people, a lot of places y'all done heard, man. Y'all ain't even noticed. Y'all ain't even noticed that Chaz was there.
And I see y'all doing the Joan podcast, so that's definitely, I be tuning in.
But no.
So, I see him too. This was
not to cut you off, but this the Simmy show right now.
I feel you.
Yeah, fuck that. They can catch my shit on Wednesday. My shit this Wednesday. Don't worry about me. We worry about you right now.
I definitely feel you.
What's on the plate, man?
What's on the plate? So,
where can we see you at?
I mean, right now, it's all about just focusing in on and just like life in general for me. You know what I'm saying? So I, definitely been just out here trying to just improve, just be a better person. You know what I'm saying? In general, better artist, better everything. So it's like with that comes my music. So the music I be creating, since I'm talking about when I'm talking about my life right now, it's like I'm still trying to create the vision and the picture that I'm trying to create. I don't need to be telling my story about just shit that whatever I might be going through dealing with right now. It's like I got plenty of that right now. We focusing on summertime some food, focusing on them type of vibes. Started working on a project called Humble Hymns Trying to Survive, and that's basically, I don't know, when you hear my music, no, it's not acronym, it's just Humble Hymns Trying to Survive. So what it is like when you hear my music, I know you hear, like, not even necessary, like songs like that, like, I like to use my voice. I like to, just, like, in a way, it's like humming to me, but it's not humming maybe to the person that's listening, so who knows, but it's like...
No, it is, like, cause like I said before, like, you know what I mean, like, we might not know your song when it first come on.
Right.
But by the end of the song, call me if it's necessary, I don't if it's necessary. I remember what my hitter told me. You know what I mean? Niggas remember them Jones, and I don't know what you doing or how you doing it. Like if you doing that nursery rhyme scheme or something.
Oh, man. I just vibe out, bro. It's just something. And what I was basically saying though, that's perfect point. It's like I have people just ask me randomly like how you start doing music. I just like I be thinking about it like growing up I wasn't really a music real rap like. People putting songs on from old albums and shit. Like, you heard this shit? I'm like, I never heard that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like. But of course, I know classic shit, but it's just certain shit from certain albums. It might be some Rough Rider shit from.
Real shit.
When I listen to Rough Rider, so it's like it should be shit like that, I be telling it, I'm like, damn, like, I don't know what the fuck is. But then I realized that, like, just growing up, you know what I'm saying, like. I wasn't really into music, so I didn't never go out to cop the new CDs and stay up on that. I would just be doing other kid shit, you know what I'm saying? But my mom, going to church every Sunday, I had to do that, you feel me? Like, had to go there, even when you hated it, you had to go there, you had to go.
For a fact when you woke up Sunday morning.
Exactly. My mom, she always tell me, I want you to be like a preacher, whoop-de-whoop. And, I want you to be paying attention for, you know what I'm saying? But I always felt like I had some type of gift, though, you know what I'm saying? To, like, speak to people and et cetera. So, but at the same time, so she would try to get me into singing with the choir. And me and my brother.
So you was a singer back in the day?
Hey, man, I don't know what you want to call it. I ain't saying that I be, like you said, but I was singing. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't doing it to, like, I was aspiring to do it. It was like when you're forced to do something.
You had to sing.
It's like playing the instrument. You don't want to play it, but you had to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So, but exactly.
Niggas not gonna know I was on the choir. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people are. Like, where I was at, a lot of...
Your hands was right there next to you.
Exactly.
Singing his heart out.
Niggas was at church, you know what I'm saying? A lot,
Giving it up to God. Letting that soul go.
Right. So, just around then, we do that. And, I feel like, of course, like certain songs will come on in church, you singing along. So I always felt like, I can sing. Yeah. But it was nothing that like, it was like, I want to promote this. Sunday when it was time to sing, I'm all shy in the back. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't what I was trying to do. So, but I do, just remember, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I started thinking this project, it's just like sitting in that pew as a kid. And of course, being in a different space, even in life. And you pull that hymnal out the back of the pew in front of you. You open it up and everybody sing along.
Real shit.
So back to performing and back to making my music and it's just like that's what it is. It's just like humble hymns trying to survive. So you pulling this hymn.
You just brought it back full circle.
Exactly.
You ain't even peep. That's a double entendre right there.
Yo, that's what
yo, he's naturally rapping on it. Yo, who is this guy? It's your man's?
I just so I want you to when you hear it,
you
just want to sing along as a vibe. Just vibe with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. It ain't dumbed down and it ain't too like it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't mumble rap. It ain't
complicated.
But it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's me. It's Mack Simmy. And I feel like and at the end of the day, you put the comment in. It's just like trying to survive, and it's really like my story as trying to survive as an artist. Because you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I sacrificed a lot just to do the little bit of things I did. Imagine what I got to do to really get to where I'm trying to go and everything else I'm gonna try to do. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's my story too. This is me trying to actually out here trying to survive as an artist.
Now, is that the
at
album?
the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's the album right there?
Yeah, that's what you might as well say that is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
So
album.
when I'm naming all those producers, that's what I've been working on, you know what I'm saying, within all of that. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? And I just, you know, shout out to all the producers though, like for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the vibe, the
I'm
build,
coming for
you know
y'all
what I'm
too,
saying?
producer. Don't worry, I'm gonna get y'all
It's
in that
the
seat
build.
right there. It might not be in this crib, it's gonna be in y'all space, y'all house. I'm coming to y'all too,
Right.
so stay tuned.
Shout out to Vernell, shout out to Studio 6. He's in there, he's you know, mixing my whole project.
Doing this thing.
You know, I got shout out Franchise Beats. I got a crazy joint with him, and you know,
I was just about to say like,
just shout out to just shout out to all the producers, man. Like I just like to work. I've been working with just certain sounds, certain vibes for years. You feel me? And when I find that beat, I let it out. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. So
No,
that's what y'all about to get from me. All of that stuff I'm talking about, just my story. But it ain't. You know, I don't want to pay. That's
are
my
we
story.
getting
Like
on Summertime
it's my
Simmy or that's Humble Him?
It's just it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I feel like I'm making music. Like this isn't. That's what I'm saying. Like this isn't like listen to my story. Now it's like listen to my music and just peep the story. You know what I'm saying? Like tell me if you peep the story. Tell me if you feel. You know what I'm saying?
You might be saying some shit might not be your story you talking about.
No, it's definitely all gonna be something, but at least something I can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Or more so that someone can.
Now, when I ask you, like, when you get in that booth, like, is it something that take over you, or you know what you're doing in there, like, or is it like something completely different?
Nowadays, I don't even write. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hop in the booth. I just do what I do. I just, I do whatever I need to do. You know what I'm saying? On that beat, like whatever I feel like the justice is, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's different flows. I'm getting to the point where I'm barely writing, barely recording, like long periods of time. Like I'm just getting it done. You know what I'm saying?
But look,
like it's too easy.
You my guy, man. We can talk all day.
Right.
But look, like, we're gonna close it out with this. Like, what's the singles out right now? Like, what you want people to check into?
So check out Tell Me, featuring Cashido Suave, produced by Reed. Reed, man, shout out to Reed, man. You can go on my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Mack. MackSimmy.com. That's where you can check out all my other music, just my catalog, just shit that I've been doing throughout the years and stuff like that. But
what's your SoundCloud name so that you get your
It's Mack Simmy. Everything's Mack Simmy. Anywhere. Google, just Google me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, talk your talk.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't close it out like that.
Yeah, but just shout out to everybody out here working. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my guys. Shout out to chedda. You already know.
Cause a nigga on this wave and he finna run the game. I can't let the negative control me. Cause my future too bright. Plus these rappers getting light. As I look around, I see it's on me.